Perfect. Perfect.
Hey everybody, I'm back with another story time. I know it's been a long time since I recorded a video, but life got really busy. So anyways, I'm finally gonna record the video. I'm finally gonna record a story time about my hair horror story. A lot of you guys wanted to hear about it on Instagram when it first happened, which was over a year ago at this point. And I never got around to recording it, but now I'm back and I'm better. So here we go. And I got this little notebook on the side because obviously I'm recording on my phone, but I wanted to put like some notes and stuff so that I don't get like sidetracked with the story, and I know like what part is next and the order of everything. So basically this starts last year in July. It was like a week or so before my birthday. I had decided that I wanted to cut my hair for my birthday. Like I wanted to cut a few inches off because my hair was like really unhealthy, and it was just bad. Like I had dyed my hair twice in high school, like 2 years back to back. I had dyed my hair, and it caused my hair to be like really unhealthy, and like the texture of my hair like completely changed. So I had wanted to cut a few inches off, and before I'm gonna insert like some before and after pictures. It fell on my shoulders like this, like maybe right here. And basically how I wanted my hair cut, I wanted it cut like right above my shoulder, like where it just fell right on top of my shoulder basically. And I'm gonna insert the inspiration picture that I had as well for how short I wanted my hair cut. Yeah, so anyways, being that I had decided that I wanted to cut my hair, I took to Instagram to try to find somebody who was capable of doing that. And I'm gonna call her Gabby because I don't want to say her real name. But Gabby and I had went to high school together, and we conversed like outside of high school, whatever. I wouldn't say like we're necessarily really close, but we are cool with one another. Basically, she had responded to my story, and she was like, hey, I know this lady who cuts hair really well, and she's been doing my hair since I was younger. Telling me like how good this lady was, and you know, basically I could trust her, blah blah blah. And yeah, so I asked Gabby to get in contact with her hairstylist and to let me know if she had availability. And the lady told me that she would be available 4 o'clock that same day. So I went and I ran my errands because, as I said, my birthday was coming, so I had a lot to do. And basically after I was running around, I went to the lady. Now basically when I spoke to Gabby, I sent her the inspiration photo that I attached in this video earlier. I'm gonna attach it again so you guys could be very clear as to what the inspiration for my hair was. And I sent that picture to Gabby. Gabby forwarded the picture to her hairstylist, and the lady said, okay. And she asked if I wanted it to be styled. I personally did not want it to be styled because I knew this lady was not a natural, like she didn't cater to natural hair really. She did like weaves and stuff and like cutting and things like that. I just wanted to wear my natural hair and do it myself, but I wanted it to be cut shorter. So she told her that I did not want it styled. And the lady said, okay, so being that she wants to cut like this and she doesn't want it styled, that's gonna be $40, I believe she said. It was either $40 or $45. If I can find a screenshot for that, I'm gonna include that as well. But she says somewhere in the 40s, which I was like, okay, like, but my mom has experience with like getting her hair cut and styled and stuff, and she told me $40 was a decent price. So I was just like, okay, I just went with it. So So I went to this lady at 4 o'clock, and immediately I was kind of confused because it was nobody in the shop. It was just her and her friend. So I'm like, I don't have other people working in the shop. It was like 3 other empty chairs, nobody in there. She had no customers in her chair. She was sitting in her chair on her phone or something like that, watching a video. Her and her friend were conversing the entire time. So I was just like, hey, like, I'm Gabby's friend. Gabby sent me, blah blah blah. And the lady was like, oh, to show her like what style, how short I had wanted to cut. So I was showing her the picture, the inspiration photo, whatever, and she was like, okay, cool. So now she's doing my hair, and she's like brushing my hair out, and she's telling me, oh, like basically telling me, oh, you need to take better care of your hair, yada yada. And I mean, I know like a hairstylist could like give you suggestions and stuff, but she was just making me feel really bad. Like she was saying stuff like, oh, like you have a lot of hair, like it's no need for you not to take care of it, stuff like that. And I was just like, all right, lady, I'll take care of my hair. It was that my hair was, it was time for my hair to be washed and detangled, and I was going to get my hair done. So guess what? You gonna do it. Like, that's what I'm paying you for, right? I don't even, honestly, my hair wasn't even like that tangled. It was just like a regular day for me. Like, I detangle my hair like every other day. So that day was no different. It was one of those other days that I did not detangle my hair. So basically that happened. And what happens now is she cuts my hair before she washes it, which I don't know if that's like what people do, but she cut my hair before she washed it. And immediately, as soon as she took the first snip, she took like a bunch of hair like from the front, and she just snipped it. And I'm like, that felt like really close to my ear. Like, I'm confused because you're not supposed to be like cutting that much. So she literally cut it, and I felt it, and I'm like, I was sitting in the chair, and I had my phone, and I texted my mom. I said she cut my hair too short. Like, it happened so quick. Like, I literally texted my mom mad quick, and I'm like, she cut my hair too short. And I felt like my blood pressure rising. Like, my heart was beating so fast. Like, hair girl's nightmare. Like, when you're sitting in a chair and you ask for a trim and somebody gives you a cut, it's like, yo, I literally asked for a trim. A trim is like less than an inch, and you go cutting inches off like you're scissor happy. So I literally asked her to cut my hair a few inches shorter than what it was, and you cut it all the way up here. So she cut my hair, and I turned around and I told her, I'm like, hey, you cut my hair way too short. Like, and she was like,
I don't know what to do now. I have to cut the rest of it so that it could be even. Oh, you had a lot of split ends, yada yada. And she's like, oh, I cut it because you had a lot of split ends. It's gonna be healthier.
so this is my thing, y'all. Given I may have had split ends, but that's not your decision to make. You don't go and cut somebody's hair off and then tell them that you cut it off because they had split ends. This is not your hair. You're not paying for this hairstyle right now. Why are you cutting my hair off because you felt like I had split ends? I feel like, if anything, yes, that's a hairstylist's job to tell you like, hey, you could do this and this to improve your hair. But if anything, she should have had a discussion with me and said, hey, you have a lot of split ends, and I think it would be best if I cut more off so you can start over. Don't just go cut somebody's hair off and then say, oh, well, it's too late now. Like, what is that? So at this point, I'm upset, and I'm just like, yo, like, she takes me out of the chair to go and wash my hair, and I'm fuming. I'm just, okay. So I was having a lot of technical difficulties, but anyways, so I was sitting in a chair, and she was washing my hair, and at this point, I'm like heart racing, my blood was boiling. Like, I was texting my mom the whole time, and my mom was FaceTiming me like crazy because she wanted to see it and she wanted to talk to the lady. Like, you know how your mom gets, like, even though you're like an adult, you're like still their baby. So if somebody like does something to like piss you off, your mom is like,
"This my baby, and ain't nobody finna touch him."
Blah. And I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, so I'm upset. Like, and then the lady basically tells me like she takes cash only. After that, like after she had cut my hair, I literally sat in a chair for like 2 more seconds and she just like fluffed it, because remember, I did not want it styled, right? So I say to her, I'm like, how much is it gonna be again? So I asked her, I'm like, how much did you say it was gonna be again? Y'all, why this lady gonna say 65?
Boy, if you don't...
I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, didn't she tell Gabby that it was 40? Now all of a sudden it's a whole $25 more. Why? Because you cut more of my hair than you were supposed to? This is not what I wanted. Like, why am I paying extra for you to cut off more of my hair when I did not ask you to?
So what was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the
I had a
reason?
reason.
What was the reason?
That makes no sense to me. So at this point, I was just like, you know what? I was like, I left my bag there. I was like, I'm gonna go to the ATM at the store and I'll be right back. And she was like, okay. I get to the store. When I was at the ATM, I sent a picture to my mom, like Lord Farquaad. Like, honestly, I didn't have anything on Lord Farquaad. I look worse than him. Like, I look super crazy. So I did want to add that a whole year later, I'm finally at the length that I desired when I first got my hair cut. Shop, and I paid the lady her money, and I know what y'all gonna say, oh, you shouldn't have paid her because you didn't like your hair, blah blah blah. Honestly, that's something that's easier said than done, because people say things like that all the time, and then when you're finally in the situation, like, you turn around and pay the person. Because I'm honestly not like a mean person, and I felt like, look, whatever, she put her work in, like, you know, she took the time out to do this, and I'm gonna pay her for her work. But it still wasn't right that she tried to charge me $25 extra when she didn't even give me what I asked for. Like, she literally did what she wanted to do with my hair. So after that, I had left, and crazy thing is, I was meeting up with Gabby that same day.
That this happened to you, like, I really did not know she was gonna be like that. Like, she's always done my hair and I never had any issues and yada yada. And she's like, I'm gonna talk to her.
And basically her trying to contact the lady was a dead end. Like, she tried to contact her multiple times and she did not respond to her about my hair at all. So honestly, I chalked it up to the game. And it was like really depressing for a few days, because not because I felt like, well, at first I did feel a little ugly, not what I wanted. Like, I wasn't expecting to do a big chop. Like, I was not expecting that at all. But once I started like doing my hair and stuff, and like seeing how nice it did look, I kind of like let it sink in that, like, you know, my hair doesn't define my beauty. But it took me a long time to get to like that point. Like, well, I was just like, nah, I actually like this haircut, and I think I would do it again. But the only thing bad about that haircut was, like I said, it's not what I wanted at the time, and it's not what I asked for, and it was very unexpected. Like, I literally got in this lady's chair with a head full of hair, and I left with like 2 inches left. So that was very depressing. But that's the end of this story time. If you like the story, click like, subscribe, comment, and tell me your favorite part of this story. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming every breathing. I don't need a reason, baby.